Hello, I am Adrienne McCrary, and I will provide for you an overview of data for our John Wesley Dobbs Elementary School. The intended audience is Dr. Wright for course ITEC 7305, Dobbs Elementary School teachers and staff, along with Dobbs Elementary School stakeholders to include but not limited to our GO team, which is our parent governance, board members, and our partners. The purpose of this data overview is to highlight trends in student learning through the analysis of multiple data points. The data points will include CRCT, Georgia milestones, STAR early literacy, STAR reading, and our district benchmark data. This presentation will explore the last 3 years of CRCT data for students in grades 3 through 5, Dobbs Elementary School's overall student data will also be compared to the data of the same population of Atlanta Public Schools and the state of Georgia. We would then compare the Georgia milestone data for a 2-year period. Questions for consideration include: what are the strengths and weaknesses of John Wesley Dobbs Elementary School? How can we improve our weaknesses, and how can we strengthen our strengths? John Wesley Dobbs Elementary School is an urban Title I school that serves pre-K through 5th grade students. All students receive free lunch under the community eligibility provision. We currently have 42 homeroom classes and approximately have an estimated school population of 492 students this school year. We have an increased special ed population with approximately 42 students this school year. We only serve 2 students in our gifted population, with 20 more students being served under talent development. And our ESOL population is approximately 15 students, and that population is very transient for us. The attendance at John Wesley Dobbs has been on a steady decline. You would see in the chart that for the 2011-2012 school year, we had approximately 557 children. During the 2014-2015 school year, we had approximately 507 students to end the school year. And then this year, again, our current population is 492 students. We will now take a look at our data from the past, and we will begin by looking at the CRCT data. While we have low numbers of students in the does not meet category, our numbers were much higher than that of the district and that of the state, with the number of students in the does not meet category for English language arts. We had a higher number in both the district as well as the state in the meets category, but we were lower than both in the exceeds category. The overall performance in mathematics mirrored the district's performance in this 3-year review. The state of Georgia had fewer percentages of students in the does not meet category and more students in the exceeds category. In 2012, there were only 18% of the students in grades 3 through 5 in the does not meet category, putting us above the district and the state percentages for students in this category. But that number doubled the following year. We were able to bounce back in 2014 with 63% of our students meeting the standards, which again was above the district as well as the state percentages. Science was consistently a problem on the CRCT from 2012 to 2014. Almost half of the students fell in the does not meet category from 2012 to 2014. The district and the state had more students in grades 3 through 5 meeting or exceeding the standards for this period of time in science. The social studies data is very similar to that of the science data, with almost half of our students consistently not performing well in this content area. To further analyze the CRCT data, the next couple of slides will show grade level proficiencies for each of the content areas. You will look at the ELA data. You will see that there was a spike in the percentage of students in the does not meet category for third grade in 2013 for ELA, but we were able to drastically decrease that percentage in 2014. Fourth grade had a spike of students in the does not meet category in 2014, while fifth grade decreased their percentage of students in this category by 6 percentage points in 2014. As you can see, again, mathematics was an issue for all grade levels, with fairly large percentages in the does not meet category across the years. 2014 proved promising in 2014, where we saw 79% of our fifth graders meeting or exceeding the standards in mathematics. Reading had been our strength on the CRCT, where we consistently saw approximately 75 to 80% of our students at each grade level meeting or exceeding the standards in the area of reading. Again, science was consistently an area of concern, with half of our students at each grade level they did not meet the standards in science. The same holds true for social studies across all grade levels. We did seem to, however, rebound in 2014, where we decreased the number of students in the does not meet category drastically in third grade. Now we will look at the Georgia milestone data for the past 2 years. Keep in mind the Georgia milestone was a different assessment that required more rigor, as well as required the writing application component for ELA as well as mathematics. In looking at our Georgia milestone data, we saw an increase in the percentage of students at the developing or higher categories. However, half of our students are still not meeting the standards that are required by the state of Georgia. Third grade decreased their percentage in English language arts from 62% the first year to 50% of our students that were in the beginning learner, which is great, but half of our students at each grade level are still at the beginning learner stage, which means they still have difficulty with the standards. In the area of mathematics, we see that third graders decreased the percentage of students at the beginning learner level by 5 percentage points. Fourth grade decreased by 2 percentage points from 2015 to 2016, while there was a 1% increase in the students in the beginning level at fifth grade. In the area of science, there was a 6 percentage point decrease in the percentage of students in the beginning category, and an increase of 13 percentage points in the number of students at the developing level. There was a 25% point decrease in the number of students at the beginning level for science. As we look at social studies, again, there was an increase in the percentage of students in the developing and an increase in the number of students in the proficient categories at all grade levels in the area of social studies. Now we will take a look at our current data. At the beginning of the school year, our students took a universal screener using our Star 360 platform for the district. Grades kindergarten through second grade took the early literacy assessment. 3 through 5 took the star reading assessment. And this preliminary data shows that 26% of our current kindergarten population is identified as above the benchmark for kindergarten. We look at the first and second grade data, we will see that about 38% of our students are at or above the benchmark for first grade, as well as only 23% of our students are at or above the benchmark for second grade. Our third grade data, the students took the star reading, and that data was broken down by the categories of our Georgia milestones. So you will see that we have only 11% of our students that are considered in the proficient categories, which are the distinguished learner as well as the proficient learner categories. And then we have at 89% of our students performing less than proficient, which is at the developing learner and beginning learner categories. For fourth grade, again, we have only 4% of our students at the proficient or distinguished level proficient categories. And then we have 96% of our students that are categorized as developing learner or beginning learner. More specifically, we have only 38% of our students at the developing learner stage. And then we have 59% of our students at the beginning learner level. For our fifth grade students, only 11% of them are considered proficient learners. And then we have 89% that is less than proficient. And that is 45% at the developing learner stage and 44% at the beginning learner stage or category. This chart shows you our district benchmark data. You will see that we have great need in the area of language arts, where our students in grades 3 through 5 did not do very well in meeting the standard for the language arts benchmark. And large percentages, almost 100% of those students scored less than 60% on this assessment. Likewise, there was a large numbers of our students in third, fourth, and fifth grade that did not do well or score more than 60% on the math, science, as well as social studies benchmarks. Our CCRPI scores have been up and down for this year. So you will see in our CCRPI scores that we in 2012 our score was 56.3. And then we dropped in 2013 with 49.8. There was a slight increase again in 2014 with 53.4, but we had a great promising increase in 2015 with 60.3. And earning this score took us off of the state's opportunity district list as a candidate for that particular service from the state of Georgia. So we have made gains in our performances. However, we do need to make sure that we are in front of the 8 ball when we're looking and pinpointing and diagnosing what we need to do as far as student achievement is concerned. This will finalize the presentation for Dobbs Elementary School, this data overview. Hopefully you have enjoyed the presentation. Thank you.